welcome to day 30 of 30 days of sound body wisdom. I am your host, Renee Mitchell Simpson, the self-love and happiness coach. I am a positive psychology coach, and I am the owner and operator of Well Diva Lifestyle and Travel. I want to give you a special thank you for joining me for this final day of sound body wisdom. For the past 30 days, we have walked through the body together from the feet to the crown, uncovering the wisdom in each part and exploring how illness, stress, and even pain carry messages for healing. I did this series because I think this information is so incredibly important in helping us figure out what's going on in our bodies. A lot of times we think eating healthy and exercise will take care of so much, but we're not aware of how unhealed emotional trauma can cause problems within the body. So if you have not had a chance to go through each of the videos, at least go back and take a look at the titles and see if any of the information there resonates with you, and then look at that particular video, because I do not want you to miss any information that may be valuable to you. So today we arrive at the Crown Chakra, the center of spiritual connection, faith, and wholeness. This is where we remember that we are more than our struggles, more than our bodies, and more than our thoughts. The Crown Chakra reminds us that we're connected to something higher, whether you call it God, the Holy Spirit, divine wisdom, the universe, or your higher self. Yes, there is something higher that unites us all. When the energy center of the Crown Chakra is blocked, it can truly wreak havoc. The body and mind will let you know when something is going wrong there. These are some of the signals that the body sends us. Chronic migraines, they're not only painful, but they often reflect an overload of mental pressure, too many thoughts, or the weight of trying to control everything alone. Spiritually, migraines can symbolize the body's cry for stillness and surrender. Sleep disorders, including insomnia. Trouble sleeping often shows up when the mind won't quiet down. Spiritually, this mirrors a struggle to let go, to trust God, or to feel safe enough to rest. Depression or despair. When the crown is blocked, people may feel cut off from hope, love, or meaning. Now, for some, this is going to show up as a clinical depression, but for others, it feels like a spiritual fog or heaviness that just won't lift. Alzheimer's and other types of dementia, these illnesses affect memory and identity, but symbolically, they also mirror a disconnection from one's own story or a fading sense of self. For Black women especially, who already carry heavy generational and societal burdens, dementia is more common, and it reminds us of the importance of healing not just physically, but spiritually. Autoimmune conditions. When these occur, the body mistakenly turns against itself. Spiritually, this reflects how we can internalize hostility or feel unsupported, forgetting that we are held by God and by love. Now let's talk about when the Crown Chakra is open and flowing. This is when there's a sense of peace and clarity. Migraines soften, sleep becomes more restful, and the spirit feels guided. Instead of depression or despair, there's trust. Even in hardship, when your crown chakra is open, you know you're not alone. You may feel lighter in your body and more open in your spirit, able to surrender control and trust that things are working out as they should. As we wrap up the 30-day journey, remember that true healing is about balance. The chakras work together like an orchestra. When one is out of tune, the whole body can feel it. Alignment comes from awareness, from daily practices like breath work, deep breathing, which I've given you examples of, prayer, journaling, nourishing your body properly. moving with intention and letting go of what no longer serves you. If you ever feel out of balance, return to these practices. Small, consistent steps can bring your mind, body, and spirit back into harmony. Now, for today's practice, this will be a little different. I want you to do a journal practice. So you'll get your journal and reflect on the following questions. And you may need to pause this so you can get all these questions down. 1, when do I feel most connected to God, Spirit, my inner wisdom, or whatever you choose to call your higher power? 2, what beliefs or experiences have made me doubt that connection? 3, where in my life do I need to release control and practice trust? 4, what reminds me that I'm already whole and already loved? Write as if you're having a sacred conversation with God, with the Holy Spirit, with your higher self, whatever you choose to call it. Let the words flow without judgment. Now for today's affirmation, repeat after me. I am connected to divine wisdom. I am whole. I am loved. I am guided. Now let's say it together. I am connected to divine wisdom. I am whole. I am loved. I am guided. As we close this 30-day journey, remember this. Healing is not about perfection. It's about connection. When you feel disconnected, you come back to your breath, to your body, to your journal, to your prayer. When you're disconnected from your higher source, you see from all of these things that we've covered, it can wreak havoc. And you don't want that. So now that you know better, you can do better. So of all the things that I've discussed over this 30-day journey, what resonates with you? And what would you like to explore deeper? If you're ready to heal on a deeper level and align your body, mind, and spirit, I would love to work with you one-on-one. As your coach, I help women like you release old patterns, reclaim self-love, and live with clarity and joy. You don't have to figure this out alone. Coaching gives you the tools, the support, and the accountability to keep this healing work alive beyond these 30 days. So if you're ready, let's get to it. You'll find the link to sign up in the description below. Thank you once again for joining me on this journey of 30 days of sound body wisdom. May you continue to listen, to heal, to grow, to explore, and to keep choosing yourself one loving step at a time.